we go. Now it should be on Infinifactory. So, yesterday, I played quite possibly the worst Into the Breach of my life. Oh, hang on, let me... Is this still working? Great. That broke one time and I don't know why. So today we're not doing that, mainly because we're not playing Into the Breach. It's still possible. So, we need to make these doodads, and we get out... Looks like probably slabs. Okay, so we'll need a 5-block long slab, and then I need to make pillars of these guys. One super dumb way I could do it. Oh, but getting the weld on the middle guy there is going to be hard. One super dumb way I could do this is to fully fill in this with the solar panels and then laser out the ones I don't need. That's a terrible idea. Could work. It's just crazy enough to work, as they say. Let's see. Laser here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sensor, turn into the other. I think I should put this one on the hotbar. I use it more often. And then also wire across the top and then over to that guy. 4, 5. Is that the right size? I guess I should count it. There, is that right? Okay, so that is the base. And then I will add my logic here behind it. So there's the sensor, up and under roots, piston, hook it in like that. That means this needs to be here. We can do that. And the block needs to start like there, but that's fine. And then another piston here we'll deal with later. So that is the base made. The question is, what's the lore? And also what to do with it. Those are both good questions. This level is very dark. Oakley Dokley. I don't think there's lore. I think we're just winging it. So, terrible, terrible idea is to like fully fill in. Okay, so belts here, blocks here and there, belts here, yeah, like that, and then swap this bit. Actually, I don't even need to swap that bit. I can just like be right here for. Oh, right. So it is. Oh, hang on though. At some point, I'm going to want to stem the flow of these things, aren't I? So we'll put a piston here for emergencies. Bring the belts out a little bit. One over here as well. And then, let's see, block here. There. So that gets me 2 things of panels. Let's get this out so I can work with it. Ooh, and you know what we can do is get it out with a floater. So there she goes. Great. So it looks about here. And then a belt here. Turn that into an upside down ways belt. That should work. Cool. And then that means that right here needs to be a tower with a lifter on top. I think just like that. Yeah, there we go. That's cooking. Okay. So on top of this dude, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? I'm gonna smoosh it that way. Perfect. Belt. Rotate it, flip it, and then Where's that going to land? Here, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. To be in the center, which doesn't matter, maybe over here. That should get the plate lined up with this, like, this bit. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's what I want. I don't really know. We can bring these around here. So this will push them onto the same belt. They're a little lopsided, but that's fine. If you're 3 long and you're 5 long, so the plate ends up here. 1, 2, 3. Or is the plate not quite wide enough? Yeah, okay, so let's make this a belt just so it comes up to the edge there. 5, 5, 5. So the plate ends up here. How do I get them to align? I can do this. Now they align. Great. Although, actually, I don't need them to align, do I? What I want is one to stack up here and one to stack up here, basically, with this side getting eviscerated. And I weld all that junk together. I mean, it's gonna be a nightmare, but we can do it, probably. So. Yeah, these need to turn. So first, you come this way. That'll work. Yeah, great. And you come out a couple, and then come this way. And pillar here to block you. Sick. So you come all the way out here, around the back. And then I think like this. First of all, they're too fast. Second of all, I'm also wrong. So, double issue there, but not anything we can't solve. And then right here, that should be an eviscerator. Oh, and I forgot to put the anti-turning thingy. That's good, but I need them higher. Or the plate lower. We could do either. Them higher's probably the easier bet. We might as well do that all the way back here, right? Yeah. Get rid of that. Area select this whole mess. Oop, don't die. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. Get rid of that. Lifter here. There she goes. Conveyor, and then attach this. Okay, so the problem now is I've actually raised it too much. Which I probably should have seen coming, but I didn't, because I don't know what I'm doing. We can fix that by grabbing all this. And I want this to be 3 blocks over. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's perfect. That's exactly where we want it. So, connect that through. And then move that down. There we go. Oh, this kind of worked because it just pushed it off out of the way. Like, that's not clean or efficient at all, but it works. Okay, great. So, that would be how many you need. And then we want to do the same thing over here. So that'll blow it up onto... Actually, turn there. because then I can build off the same little staircase thing. Lifter here. Upside down belt here. Onto a normal belt like this. Make sure they don't interact. There's, you know, can't cross the streams. Like that. I think that's good. So at some point this will fill up. Looks like this one's the last one. So, 1, 2, 3. Once there's a block here. Ooh, but it needs to also be activating the two beneath it, right? Like these. So, these two are filled and also this block's active. So that'll be something like some kind of weird thing. Piston here with a wire on it. Piston there with a wire on it. Move this down and forward so they line up. And then if they're both aligned, it'll go through there. Like this. And then to here. Actually, it would make more sense to do the other way. I say make more sense like any of this makes any amount of sense. So that will power the conduit when and only when all three of those have a block. Oh, it would work better if I built it at the right height, though. Block there for support, and then blocks there for support. So there we go. That's one. That's the other one. And then that activates the flow. So what should happen when we activate the almonds? I haven't thought this part through. It should weld everything together. Can I do that? If I just drop the welders a bunch of times, that should work, right? Oh, but I'd miss the middle ones, wouldn't I? Welder drop here, 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 and here would do it. And then we cart this out of there somehow. This one could be tricky. I think that works. There's a better way to do this, but this is funny, so whatever. So this is going to be where the plank is, which is now going to be in the way. Alright, first of all, once this activates, we should close the floodgates. So 2, 3, and a piston, and this one's only 2 long, so there's the piston there. Connect those over to the end of this weird thing. There. So that should turn off the floodgates. Floodgates have been turned off, which is good. This could cause some issues. So we also want to turn off the floodgates back at the start over here. Just droop. And then droop. How much does that back up? Also, does this one always first? Yeah, we're good. So that's all set. How much is it going to back up? Pretty bad. I'll add extra blocks along here. So one right there, face the right way. One right there, face it the right way. Hey, that's good enough, whatever. And that stops the flow. And it stops the flow in such a way that it doesn't create any backflow, so that's probably good. Now I need to do some kind of weird welder drop shenanigans. So let's do that. We'll start here to drop onto this spot. So that can be as simple as a blocker. Let's put it here so it's not quite in the way. Connect that to that is fine. Great. And then this should unpower when that's ready to go. Oh, I should put the welders on, huh? Do they need to be... I think it's okay if they're connected for this one, because I'm only doing vertical welds. That's funny to me how it just shoves those out of the way. I might need to fix that though. I could put in like a delayer somewhere. So that has welded. Yeah, okay. That's that column done. Sick. I'm going to add in a delayer because that might get in the way. So just do like this with an upside down one on top. That'll just kind of slow them down a little bit. Do they now get there before the slab does? They still get there before the slab by quite a lot, actually. Slab is slow. Alright, let me add some more of those because it's working so well. How about now? Still too early. Add another set here. That's almost worked. This first triple is still too slow. So I need to add like another delayer just for the triple. This won't work because that'll complete so that this setup's on the wrong side. Yeah, okay, so swap this... Oh, them two connected. That could be an issue? No, I think it's okay. Is this causing any backflowing? I think this just works. Everything looks to be stacked up in about the right place. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. They'll be synced up in a weird... I'll be fine. Okay, so this welder drop's done, which is good. We now need to get it in position for welder drop number 2. Which is going to be somewhere else. Probably on this spot. Oh, so I do need a double piston rotator machine. We can do that. The only trick here is that it needs to be higher than usual. Oh, I can't do that because there's this weird thing in the way. We will lift first and then do that. So 2 of those come in. It's going to be block here. Upside down conveyor there. Great. That's where the belt goes, I believe. Sick. Let's do another lift. That's perfect. Probably. And the upside down belt up here. Support it on that. Can I go higher than that? No, that was perfect. Put that back. Onto the rotator. That can sit on this. Great. That's going to be in the way. That's okay. We'll move that. There. Then get rid of this. Support that from behind. Get rid of those. I think that all works. Yeah, that's cooking. And then you drop here. And then let's get rid of these blocks. All right, how does that look with the welders when they do it? Ah, wrong way. There they go. And then welded. Great. So now they can just come this way, and I can just put a normal lifter here to sneak them out of this pit. No, I can't because that interrupts this flow. That's fine. We'll just bring him around back as usual. Someone goes that way. Right, so the crux of the issue here is to make sure not to interrupt the flow of those other guys. So we can do this. Does it clear underneath that beam? It does. And then looks like we want a belt to go here, was it? No, here. Sick. So up and over roots. There we go. Can I sneak it through here? Nope, that's too low. Another one of these. That is, belt should go here. Is that going to get in the way of these guys? I think it will. If I do this. Right, that's like not going to work. Yeah, it didn't work. But what we can do, potentially, is grab these two and just put them there. This will slow down the delay just a skosh. I think it's probably still okay. Yeah, we still make it. We're good. And then when it cycles, that's still good too. Okay, cool. So, Welders gonna come up through here. Need a upside down ways belt. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's where it should go. And there they go. Great. Don't need to rotate the welders this time, so it's just drop them on the right spot. The right spot being right here. This is a train wreck. But it's my train wreck. So that's that connected. That connected. These connected. Great. This one could be tricky because I want to export the cube this way, but we'll send it and just see what happens. Bring you over here. Actually, let me go far enough out to make sure I clear the belts there, and then spin this way. That puts us right under the power cable, so one more. And then get the boost. Sick. So we'll do block here, this here, up and over roots. Belt should go here, I think. Should be a lifter. And that still should clear the side dies coming through. Yeah, that's good. How high does this thing go? That high, okay. And then bring this up and over. Now we have a belt where we need it. Awesome. That is just going to be a belt this away. We'll deal with priority issues when we get there. Oh, I need to turn it though, don't I? So this spot should be a rotator. And then up and over roots above it, one of these guys. And and piston and another piston, and then support this on something. You'll do. That should work. There we go, that's the right way around, and then we drop this. That's welded that in the middle there. Now 2 more drops around the back here. This one's tricky because of this here. I could re-drop it here, potentially. That would solve one of them. But we'd still need to drop it here. Which could be difficult. That's getting there though. Where the sensors are is kind of where I need to drop the welders, isn't it? Can I move the sensors? I think I can. Because the slab just needs to slide under there. So get rid of those. And redo this wiring to connect them two like that. For that as well. And then this one can snake in, no. Here. That's where I need to drop the welder though. So here, but then that connects to this. So we connect this one from underneath instead. I think that all still works, but frees me this spot to work with. Which could be big. Great. So we'll put a... At some point I need to change the route this thing takes. Because I want to drop it again here. We can do that. How are we doing? One more than that. Great. Ooh, I could swap in and out this block here. This could be on a piston. So initially, you should be one further back. Oops. Initially, the piston has on it something. I guess a right ways guy, and then a left ways guy. So it goes this way. But once it comes this way, where it will not rotate, it will wrap around and drop here again. There's a sensor here that activates a flip-flop just on top of it, I guess. Well, I need the one sensor to do two things, don't I? No, that's fine. This works. This works. Because this powers this piston. If I support it. There we go. So there comes the blocks. Flip it. Drops again. Goes that way. So support from this side. And then on this side, there's another sensor here that activates the other piston. That'll do it. Okay, very complicated way to redrop, but that's fine. It wouldn't be a possible game challenges daily if I didn't overcomplicate it. Now I need to worm the welder in and drop on this tile. And then, like, escape somehow. Escape is easy, it can come this way. Yeah, everything just about fits through there. So I just need to worm my way over to this tile here. So we'll add a lifter. And then belts should be right here. Upside down belt there. Sick. That's probably high enough. I do need now a double rotate thing. So we'll do one of these. Get rid of those. There we go. And I can connect that like that. Cool, so that punts it that way. And then we just make another one. Just like that. So that should have it fully rotated. Now we just worm in right here. I think that's the right place. So delete these two blocks. Send the welders. I think that's worked. I think that's worked. So, now, I need to return the welders to their starting point. I also want to just pepper this thing with lasers. Just annihilate it. We can do that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, these could be tricky to wire, though, with how tight this space is. Because that one's going to activate from that, which I don't want. Also, they actually need to go like this. The bottom one should stay. So this side's okay. Just pull that out like that. And in fact, extra down one and then over. So that works fine. But these ones are a little bit trouble. Because I'd like, if I do them on the inside, that blocks the drop. So I need to do them on the other side. That blocks that drop. So the only option is to wire them from behind. Like this. Which will connect to my weird piston thing. Unless I get classy with it. That, I think that clears everything. Bring this down. Okay, so now that's connected. And what I'll do is put a sensor here. This doesn't actually need to even go that low, does it? I think that'll fire the lasers. And hopefully not have ruined anything else in the meantime. Right, here come the welders. There it goes. Alright, so that got rid of those. And then... Okay, so I need one laser here. This is kind of in the way. One laser here. And then 2 and 3, but they can't go there because I need to wire this one. How am I going to wire that one? Can it be on this side, potentially? The top one not only can't, but is going to blow away weighting pieces. So, what if I just don't do that? Over here, the only place that there's room, I can piston in. Oh, gotta be careful how I do this though. I can piston in a front ways conveyor to push this block onto here, and I'll add a block there and there so it can't leave. These guys should at some point extend this piston with this wire, but this wire also needs to deactivate the flop. No, I think the flop should deactivate first. Yeah, actually, probably this one can deactivate the flop, right? Well, not like that, it can't. Now, where is the flop? There it is. Up and over roots. Oh, that's good. There. That'll get us a new slab. Ah, I cannot put this here because it blocks the slab. Might need to have that on a piston. We'll see what the priorities, if they are issues. The other slab coming in could block the slab, potentially. I mean, that'd be insane if that worked. New slab, okay. So I need to refloat the pistons back up to their starting point, which is God knows where. It's here. So I guess they need to come to that spot. And at some point on their quest, they need to deactivate something or other. I don't know. How high is this die come? More than that. Right there. Perfect. Another one. And then how high does this die come? Is that right? Right there. Yep. Bam. That is awful close. So this comes how high? Here. No, one higher than that. That's almost, but not quite high enough to hit here. I can redo the wiring so I don't have to fuss with this anymore. Go ahead, delete those. Delete this weird offshoot. And then hook the wire around this side. Oh, and then get rid of the blocks because we don't want them. But at some point up here, we need to activate this guy down here. It almost worked. There. Also, we don't need that. No, we do need that because now it collapses. And let's see what kind of weird priority that does. I think it probably won't work. Here come the welders. There's the last weld. Activate a new slab. They're returning to their position. I've lasered out most of the blocks that don't belong. And yeah, the priority is not right. You know what, though? You fit through here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't think you do. That's a problem. It's not an unsolvable one. Let me just make sure that I'm stupid and that doesn't work. Yeah, that's going to run into that belt. So we need to raise this belt. We can do that. It just needs to raise by 1, really. Yeah. Yeah. Lifter here. Block that. And then hang a upside down ways belt off that piston. That'll work. Oh, I forgot the most important part of the plan. Now, rather than putting the blocker down here, go up here. Like that. And that'll keep it from backflowing. laser that out. There it goes. More coming in. Ah, they were there too early for the slab, I think. So I think I need to get the next slab coming much sooner. Well, the thing is, no matter how fast the slab comes, these guys are going to be ready to go, aren't they? Because they're hooked up to just that guy. What if they were also hooked up to this guy? That should give the new slab time to come in. Oh, but that'll not catch the welders correctly. Oh, this could be a timing challenge. Also, I fucked that up. When you get the timing just right, so the blocker catches the welders. I mean, once the welders get back there, though, they might as well start... Like, the new slab could start coming now, and it wouldn't be in the way. Oh, actually, that worked fine. No, it didn't work fine. We never got a new slab. Why didn't we get a new slab? Oh, there it is. Am I stupid? Hang on. I feel like that didn't work. Or I need to just make the new slabs start coming in way sooner. Here comes the slab. Yeah, that thing's not even close to done. Let me get rid of this slab spawner. And I think we're actually good to hook it in to one of these things. Probably this one even would be fine. Yeah, so you come up, but then hook under those roots. Then back this way, and then up some more. I'm thinking when we hit this. I think that'll be plenty of time. The welder catch worked perfectly, though. I feel like I just dropped some of these things. Yeah, I mean, one's gone, but that doesn't matter. Well, unless it does matter. I'll put a block in between those. And welder caught, and we're lining it for a new one. Yeah, see, now this side has more. Well, that's good, right? This one has a lot more, though. Yeah, that's gunked something up. Let me put a block here. These can't push anything off. I think that'll maybe help, potentially, possibly. Okay, so we now have the big slab over here. This side's gonna be the far edge of it. Let's put another... Let's put that there, so we know... I'm holding it right now by the middle. So bring it this way. This is where we line up more lasers. So this row and this row need to go. Like that. Yeah, and then that'll be sensor here. So after it makes the turn. Is that high enough? 1, 2, 3. It's not. Go ahead and grab this, lift it, and then wire that through there. I think that makes the other cut that we need it to. And just in time. There. No, it needs that belt. This should work except for the parts where it doesn't. Ah, see, that's one of the parts where it doesn't there. That's what I was talking about. Go ahead and grab all of this, slide it back one. These dice as well. And then all of this, slide it back. Now it's floating, but little stilts on it. Let me check something. All set. How does the... So the two things I'm concerned about here are that I've lined up the lasers right, and that I've made the right shape, and then secret third thing that it cycles correctly. Because this is an absolute train wreck. Ah, see, it's not going to because this... That's not connecting right. Luckily I can fix that by just making this all just 1,000 times worse. There. Does that block any blocks? Oh, ow. No, we're good. I mean, this is also incredibly wasteful, but it's not the minimum solar panels challenge, is it? I guess these lasers could be eviscerators. But I don't really care that much. Supporting them would also be kind of tough, so whatever. Boom. Have we made the right thing? Yes. Does the factory cycle? That guy's in the way. Why is that guy in the way? Am I losing one somewhere, or what's going on? Do I let one more through than the other one? Somehow? Like, are the backflows uneven? Where's it end up? These are the same. These are also the same. Should they not be the same? Oh, is someone pushing someone here at the corner? So that fills in that much. Yeah, these things are coming out first now. Which is not what I want. I want the other ones to come out first. How did they get offset? How do I... So they come out. They are synced up. That guy's in the lead. Now they're synced up again perfectly. There's the problem. Okay. Well, we lose this offset somehow. How do we lose that? So that stopped it just in time there. We'll stack up more. We have 4 more there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more coming in. Does backflowing the pipe cause an issue? Because if that's the problem, I can just shove all this crap off the belt, right? There's the last of the synced up ones. Now they're not synced up anymore. What? These guys should be coming out here at the same time. So those two they're synced up now. There they go. How is that happening? Why are they not right? Maybe I do want to just shove one into the void. But specifically one of these, not one of these. Ooh. Who's taking priority on the shove there? There's this guy. So you move backwards by 3 blocks and go here where there will be a wall. Does that work? Just like intentionally lose one every time? Well, I've lost one of these as well because now it's on the belt. It's on the wire. I can fix that. There, that keeps them from overflowing there. And that'll keep anything from overflowing onto the wire. Right. Oh, that has misplaced. Oh, then she's gone. All right, let's. I'll fix that in the. No, I need to fix that now because it ain't gonna work. So they should both go like right about here. I think that's right. And then connect it at the bottom. There we go. Nothing's overflowed or broken itself. Fill this in. These are still... Oh, now they're winning. Well, no, I don't want them winning, do I? This is what I want right here, what it's doing. Why it's doing this, I don't know. But that was a successful cycle. The logistics of why that one was successful, couldn't tell you. But if this works, we should be cooking. That's 2. Alright, how about now? Yeah, I think that's done it. I think that has done it. Let me stand here. Get a good view of everything. Well, get a view of everything. We'll get a view of some of the things. Whoops. Sorry, I was doing something with both hands, so I couldn't keep a finger on the F key to pay my respects. That thing on the bottom left, the welder direction reverser, is very funny. It's a good thing we have a lot of these satellite rigs. Given how many I'm wasting. Let's get a different view now. Don't want to die because I think that resets the progress towards the 10. What's that? 3 more? There it goes. 4 more. We have a lot to do. There's a view. Let me line up the belt at the bottom there so it's straight-ish. Nice. I like that I made this work with only vertical welds. I don't think I did it in a very, efficient way, but I did do it. It's also very wasteful that we drop 1 block into oblivion every time, but it's fine. We've done worse. I think this is the last one, so we can watch it cycle. And there it goes. And we let the welders do their thing. It's much easier to sync up the drop when the welders are just stuck together like that. Here it comes. Let's go. All right. So, continue. That was 8-7 with 2 welders. So let's do the mission conclusion, and I'll get the counts updated.
We now have all the parts needed to finish the shipyard. With the completion of that, we will be able to begin construction of our fleet, and hopefully a functional skip drive that will allow us to return to our home planets and continue our mission to defeat the overlords. Thank you for all of your work.
That skip drive sounds hard to make. I hope they got someone else to do that because I don't want to. But yeah, so 1 and 2 both I have listed. I didn't use welders on. Let me just confirm that. Oh, right, because this is just the one to learn you about cutting out the big pieces of metal. And this one also learns you about cutting out big pieces of metal. Okay, sick. What time is it getting to be? I probably got time to do another one. Give me a second to go to the bathroom, though. We are now entering World 9, Atropos Station, which is cool because I'm pretty sure Atropos Station is one of the levels in Space Chem also. So it's like a shared universe.
Well, it's you. Hello there. I am Ortis, the tools engineer. Dave is busy designing ships and I wanted to meet you, so I volunteered to help out. If we're going to finish this space station and build the homeward fleet, we're going to need some better tools. Lucky for us, I've been working on a couple of new inventions. You'll be helping me out, using my latest tools to build components for the space station and the fleet. And me? Well, I'll be over here, making sure nothing explodes in your face.
Sounds good to me. Landing alignment guide. This one I don't believe you need any welders. Let's see what Ortis has to say.
Alright, time to show off my latest creations. I call this the counter. Have you ever wanted to trigger a sensor on every other block? Well, you are in for a treat. Basically, the counter is an intelligent sensor which will trigger on every 2, 3, 4, or however many blocks you want. There is also the painter. You can selectively paint parts of a product or material by passing it by a painter. I guess the counter is technically optional, but you definitely need to use the painter to build this.
Yeah, so we get new things to play with, being the counter, which is massive, because I've been having to make counters. We don't need the lasers for these puzzles. Let's get rid of it. I do want the sensor, the pusher, the conduit, and the counter, my beloved. Okay, so it's like a sensor, but this thing on the back, you can tell it like only fire every other time or whatever. It's great. So, anyway, what we need to do is, here's the painters, there's the thing. Want to make this. This is not going to need any welders, and I think the first handful of levels here aren't going to need welders, which is great because they're also in these enclosed bunkers, so it would be kind of bad if they did. Alright, so bring you this way. What's the priority here? It's not what I wanted. Okay, I mean, fix that with one of these. And that should paint the whole thing white if I was good at games. There we go. So now we want to... Does this hit the middle automatically? I don't think it does. I think it's going to miss. Yeah, I painted the top. We don't want to paint the top. We want to paint the middle. Also, it'd be nice if this was a 1 block higher, wouldn't it? There goes that. One. I think if I put a lifter here, we get that vertical stripe down the center. Nope, 1 block too far. There's the vertical stripe. Okay, we can work with that. Let's see, how high does this thing go? Because I want to now kind of pass it back up and over roots, back to the first thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That ain't gonna fit through there. It does make it up to there. Does it go higher? Nope, that's exactly the right height. So, lifter here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? Looks it. Perfect. All right, and then throw in a rotator. Which way does that send it? That should be right, I think. If I do this. What does that do? Perfect. So bring you down this way. Then over to here. And I want to drop you so that you don't paint over the white stripe. Because we want that. Ah, but I need to put in the little pole. There she goes. Perfect. That's going to leave the white stripe, which is what we want. And like lift it up by 1. Like that. So that's going to entail upside down conveyor there. And then support it on something. I think that'll do. Is this making the right pattern? Yes. Will you rotate the right way? And also, will you rotate at all? I don't know. I did rotate. And it is the right way. Go ahead and drop you there. And then belts through here, belt there. There, that'll work, I think. Oh, no, I'm stupid. That won't work. Belt here. There, that'll do. Oh, we don't need these. Hoop. Ah, I see the problem. Little thing there as well. Can I go in here? No. What is your problem? One red block. Did I... How did that happen? You're the right way. Yeah, there is. Oh, I think the lifter is one block too soon, isn't it? There we go. Rotate that, drop it down, send it over, hits the thing. There we go. Now we're talking. Nice. And no welders. So we got the counter. Got the painter. But we don't get to use the painter. This is just... Alright, control console. What are we dealing with today? This is a welder. Where do I need to weld?
The overlords have been enslaving other beings for thousands of your Earth years. That is lengthy by your understanding of time. And me? Well, let's just say I'm ancient. I was enslaved by the overlords long before Salvatros was even born.
So we get these guys. Where are we getting parts from? Oh gosh, this level. I remember this one actually. This one gave me some trouble. Okay, so I can use all that I've learned. Oh, this is... I think we need to have top ways down welders. Maybe. This is a tough piece to make. We also need eviscerators. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That's like a freight elevator over there. That's kind of fun. Oh, and the pieces come in from the freight elevator. Okay, that's really cool. So there's this cornerways block, this leverways block. So it looks like we need 1, 2, 3 of these console things. This is the worst flip-flop I've ever built. That's so bad. I mean, it does successfully give us 3 consoles, though. 2 of them... One needs to rotate all the way around. Two need to rotate only a little bit. What if we just build it at an L shape? That's going to confuse the hell out of me. Let's see. You come this way. Can I rotate you here? Nope. How about here? Yes. Like that. So that's good, I guess. We have that now. I actually could pull it this way if I wanted to. I don't know why I would want to, but I could pull it into the elevator shaft. Oh, actually, I do want to pull into the elevator shaft because I put a lifter here. Oh, there she goes. Let's move this in a little bit. There it goes. This one is going to go on the end. So it's got the little computer in there. So I need to eviscerate that tile to get the computer out of there. So that's going to be on this block here. Boom. Okay, cool. And then that to clear it. It is still floating. This could be a block. Let's see. So then it'll drop next to it. Is that the right way? Yeah. This could be the comeback of 3D printer head strats, honestly. I kind of think they make sense here. So you come on out here, and then we'll assemble the thing. 1, 2, 3. There, and then more here, and then the other one. So that's 3 blocks deep along here. This comes out 2, and that's 3 blocks deep. I missed something. How does this stick out 2 if it's 3 blocks deep? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hole. Hang on, so it's not there. It's like that. Oh, it's 2 blocks deep. It's 2 blocks deep, not 3 blocks deep. I'm just dumb. Good. Like that. I think that's the right shape. Alright, so you're easy to deal with. The next guy over needs to have the left and right sides drilled out. Also, I could raise this belt up. I don't know if that gives me any benefit, like, at all, but I can do it. Probably I don't want to, though. But I'll just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and lift you here. That's perfect. Okay. So, build some... That's conveyor belts. Build some blocks out from here. Great. So, eviscerate here. Skip this one. Eviscerate here. Perfect. And then go ahead, back it up by 1 to land on this belt here, which can come up and over this one and then drop there. If it was the right way around. That's important. You know what, though? I think I don't want to have it come straight down so I have room to 3D printer head. You know what, we'll deal with it when we can deal with it. Whatever. If that's in the way, I'll fix it then. Excellent. Because I'm also going to drop the little pieces in, so that'll be... Maybe I want to build this lower. Well, I kind of want to have it... I want to have it on some pistons and drop out and then go in. Once it's assembled. So... I mean, the printer head will work here. Because it'll it'll slide right along here. So it still works. So, we're good. What else do we need? Third one needs to go here. And it needs to have that whole, like, left column removed. That's going to be you. So, nope, wrong way. Great. And then lift her behind it. There she goes. Does that work? It does, but this one could be the lifter instead. Alright, so that's floating now. Now at some point I need to eviscerate that corner. Might as well be here. Is that right? Nope, missed it. That right. Nope, missed it. That should do it. Oh, hang on. Did that take out too much? No, I think that's good. It did take out too much. No, it didn't, because this one's got the block there. So this is going to be perfect to just drop in. Let's just have it take a nice straight path initially. And if I need to change it for 3D print head reasons, we'll do it then. I've put that on the one tile where it doesn't work. Nope. That goes there, that goes there. It's down here. I don't know what the priority is like, but we can drop you right there. Now that belt is going to be in the way of the printer. So let me actually do this in a way that doesn't get quite as in the way. That's still in the way. There. And then... No, wait, not that. That. What does this do? There it goes. That has assembled the correct shape. Now I need to drop a lever into each of these two holes. Let me mark them. Lever here and there. And then the corner bit in here. I'm thinking that's going to need to come from behind the wall. Like this, kinda. That just about works. What do you guys do? Oh, right. It's not quite the order I would like it in, so we'll just do this the old-fashioned way. That needs to go up. And so up it will go. Cool. Is that high enough? That's perfect. Connect that. Block here, sensor there. Wire, piston. Does that come in at the right time though? Or do we need to delay? I think we need to okay, we need to delay a lot, and it's also not rotated correctly. And also that's in the way of this. So this has just been a bad plan just in general, I would say. I could lower this belt by 1 though. That would be a quick and dirty fix. Ah. Now this one's not supported. I'm gonna fix that. Those dies are actually perfectly timed, even without the double rotator. Of course, we gotta add the double rotator, because otherwise they aren't. They're facing the right way. Put it here. Which way do you face now? Wrong way. So that's going to be sensor up above. Some of this mess. That is go. Connect that. Great. Get rid of these. Get rid of these. And over. And down here. There. So that does fit those in perfectly, but the cycling is what I'm worried about. I could connect to the old worst thing ever on the other side there. Oh, that's going to be a big wire. What about, like, we use one of our counters? And so it's like, once it sees 2, then it'll activate the flip-flop. And that blocks the rest. 1, 2. Ah, I built that wrong because I'm stupid. The piston should go like there. 1, 2. Now they're blocked. And then let's see. Put a weird little turn in here. so that it builds room for the piston to get in there and block it, I think. And then blocking. Oh, and then block there. And then at some point, I think this is just not going to work. I need this to be a blocker and then release 2 of them. This sucks. Hang on. That's marginally better. Though actually I can get rid of this. And that. Just move that over. So once these guys are in position, as evidenced by this one, since it comes into place last, that will deactivate this blocker. But only for 2. This one's let 1,000,000 through. Okay, so that let 3. Ah, you know what we can do here is connect this through here and make a little maze thing here. So that'll activate this piston, which will push this block, hit this belt, and I need it to only be active for long enough to let 2 of these guys through. Let's see if that's right. How many got through? 0. 0 got through. Okay, we can do this. Does that let any of them through? One. That let 1 through. And I can recover the other one by doing that. So that'll let 2 of those guys through. Great. And we can do the same thing on this one. Probably. Does that work? Does that get 1 consistently? Yeah, that let 1 through. That was perfect. Great. Go ahead and bring this one we got up. Which way? You need to rotate as well, don't you? We can do that. Okay, so that comes up to this height. So, flip that. That'll get that off of there. Belt here. And like that. So, does this rotate you the right way? No, that's the wrong way. Awesome. Oh, there's not enough room for the thing here. Let's extend this a little bit further. There, that should put it the right way around. Sick. Now we should already be plenty high enough to get this onto the belt I want it on. Which we do like that. Here all this crap comes. Now all the welds I need to do are in a straight line right here. So I think it's 3D printer time. So we're going to use the downways welders. We want them at this height, though obviously they won't be starting here. And then an arm that comes up and over roots. No, I do want that, that's fine. So this whole mess, grab it, bring it back a lot. Great. So we're going to bring this across here and then get it back somehow. Can you turn if I try to turn you? I think trying to turn it's asking for trouble, but no, you can't because you're next to a belt. Gotcha. Or this. And we have an upside down ways belt back to the starting position. And then a shit ton of lifters. Does that work? I mean, it's hella loud, but that works. Ooh, no, it doesn't. This die got stuck. What are you stuck on? That is solvable by grabbing this whole contraption, moving it out another couple blocks. Also this. And connecting that up. Excellent. Now I want to delay the piston until I actually, or delay the print head until I actually want it. So this will do that. When do I send it? Let's say when this die reaches here, it'll activate this piston. Block here and then make a belt. I'll see if this is long enough just on its own. If I need to add some wibble wobbles to it. But if we do, we can do that. Connect that there and then there. How's that do? This probably isn't a long enough little circuit. It probably has some wibble wobble to it. There she goes. Activate the print head. Ah, this retracted too fast. So, first problem, add more of these to make sure that the print head gets passed. Second, added a wibble wobble to the little circuit here. There. That should do it. There goes the printer. Has welded everything together. And then when the printer hits this spot here, let's say. So, this here will be a blocker. This can be a blocker. And that can be a blocker. So we connect all these. And as we just learned, probably needs a couple to make sure it gets through. So we'll just widen that. And then that should just let me just wheel it into the goal. Oh, and I guess I'll need to reset everything else as well. That did not activate the sensors. Do that again, but like right this time. Oh, because there's this giant blue blob in the way. I'm stupid. Of course it's not going to drop anything because there's a ginormous blue thing in the way. Duh. There goes the welder, dropped the piece, and made the piece successfully. Finally, the worst T flip-flop of all time. We connect in with all this other junk. So that'll let in 3 new of these guys, and then all this stuff will happen. Probably. There's one, making a new piece, drop into place, send in the extra fixins. Here they come, drop it in. Here comes the welder. Oh, this works really well. I like this. I remember this level being a train wreck the first time I played it. And the retracting the 3D printer with the lifters is really clean. I like this a ton. Oh man. The delay there. The welder could come a little bit sooner, but I don't care enough to fix it. That's fine by me. I think my handling of multiple, like splitting a flow into multiple flows and then handling the different pieces into the place I want them to be, I think that's gotten a lot better from this challenge. I guess my spatial awareness in a way. And also sort of visualizing how I'm going to assemble the piece, right? Like here it was like, okay, well, assembling from the top will get everything all connected together like it needs to. And I can just use the 3D printer. So yeah, I feel like I'm enjoying this challenge a ton. I don't know if I'd say it's made me better at the game, because I mean this is not going to score well on any of the metrics the game actually cares about. But I like it. Let's go. All right. So that was World 9-2, I believe. World 9-1 was just painting. But 9-2 took 2 welders. Also, I did notice that, like, so this one here is to solve 3 more puzzles. You don't have to do all of them. So when I say, can you beat the game with X welders, I could be lowering the count quite a bit by just skipping levels. But where's the fun in that, right? Yeah, landing alignment guide. This didn't need any welders, so we're good there. I'm not going to do it. It's been 2 hours. I'm stopping there. We'll do the next one. I'll call it, what was this, guys? Do it for Ortis. And we probably can knock out a couple more. The levels are definitely getting more harder. But that's okay. That's what the point of the challenge is. So, also, we finished World 8, so I'm really happy with that. Yeah, good stuff all around, I would say. Not going to do one of these next week, but then the week after that, we're going to be back. I'm thinking 2 streams for all these? We'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. Have a good one.